Paul Manafort, former Trump campaign chairman, is apparently considering a plea deal to avoid a second trial, wherein he would plead guilty to some of the charges he's currently facing in that second trial to avoid that second trial, which will begin in about a month in Washington, D.C.
All right, let's talk about why. First of all, he's now facing life in prison, given how long his sentence will be. And so that has got to be daunting, to say the least. I originally thought that there was a 50-50% chance that Paul Manafort might or might not have any evidence on Donald Trump. Paul Manafort is a criminal in his own right and had done deals with pro-Russian Ukrainian forces that he did not accurately report to the American government. That's what he got convicted of recently. And I thought, well, it just might have been his scam and not connected to Donald Trump. But Donald Trump's panic after Paul Manafort was convicted convinced me that in fact he does have evidence on Trump, because Trump started tweeting like a madman, would wake up in the middle of the night going, voting, witch hunt, rigged, and go back to sleep. Okay, and he kept saying, like, started talking about pardons to immediately. And Rudy Giuliani said, well, we probably won't pardon him now, but we might pardon him later. Right. So this is obvious. That's like obstruction of justice in plain sight. So they were obviously very, very worried about what Manafort might say. Now this deal might be, no, I'm just taking a normal plea deal like anybody would. I'm not going to go through trial, and hence I get a lesser sentence, and not turning any evidence against Trump. So you don't know that yet. Or it could be, here's your evidence against Trump, if he has any, and now I'll take a lesser sentence. Yeah. So we'll find out probably soon enough.
But this story is to be expected, though. After the news we got at the top of the show, I think any lawyer team would be like, okay, wait, let's go back to this. Let's think about this. Let's talk about this now.
Yeah.
Not that he can expect 2 weeks to come out of it, but it still makes you think that maybe a plea isn't our worst option.
Yeah, I mean, so Brooks referring to Papadopoulos getting 14 days, another member of Trump's campaign. So if that was the sentence was so light in return for more information, well, the dominoes continue to fall. And one way we'll find out is at about 1 a.m. this morning when Trump gets up to tweet something maniacal, then you'll have a sense of how serious it is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he said, I went through a trial process, it sucked. I'm going to get sentenced for it and then appeal, but I'm already in for this much. I'll just say yes to something else, and he can still be relying on a pardon.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.